All right, guys. Whoa, where did it go? Let's put that back up there. So today's training lab is going to be identifying organic molecules in food. So we've been doing digestive system chemistry stuff, so knowing our digestive system. So now we're going to look at the foods we put into our bodies. How do we know if it's going to be a carb, a lipid, a protein, something like that? So the background says you now know how important fats, proteins, and sugars are in your diet and how your body uses the molecules once you eat them. Is there a way to tell if these nutrients are actually present in the foods we eat? Yes, there is. There are several commonly used tests for organic molecules that you will find very useful. You'll be trained to identify organic food molecules using the Burette Test, the Benedict's test, and the Lugol's iodine test. So the procedures, as you read through here, will be completing the following tests. So today, when I introduce this to the students, we'll read through this, and we're going to get the chart set up. So for instance, you will be completing the above tests on the following foods. So we have the 3 tests. We have these 6 different foods that we're going to do. It says each person should record the data collected from this training lab in their own table. So I'm going to present you with pictures. If you can't make it into class, if you want to come in and do this, please come in and do it. That's definitely okay to do. But if you can't, I'm going to present pictures of each test, of each of these 6 things in the Burette test, each of these 6 things in the Lugol's test, all right? So that you can see this, and you'll have to fill in your own table. So today we're going to make that table to make sure that it's ready to go tomorrow. So I'm going to tell them to try to make it on their own, because I really want them to start trying to be independent when coming up with this stuff. But then I'm going to pull them back up here and make sure that it does look okay. I want to make sure that they're doing it okay for tomorrow. So you have a table like this. This is not near big enough, by the way. So you have a test. You have 3 tests you're going to complete on 6 different foods. All right, so I'm going to write that here. So you just need to decide, do you want those 3 tests to go along the top? Do you want like your Burette test here, your Lugol's, or Benedict's here, and then you could list your foods to the side here? Or you could do it complete opposite. You could put your foods on the top, your 6 foods on the top, with the test down the side. Now that's up to you. So you're going to end up with this table, like for instance mine would look like this then. And this is very sloppy and just quickly done. But you can do it that way, or you can flip-flop it. Now I wrote numbers because I was just going through this quickly. You would actually need to write out distilled water for number 1. Dilute glucose solution for number 2, concentrated glucose solution for number 3, sucrose for number 4, starch for 5, and protein for 6. So don't just write numbers on yours like I did mine. So then it goes through and it tells them exactly, like you're going to need 6 test tubes, you need to label them. So today they're also going to get that together. They're going to get their test tubes, they're going to label. So I don't know if we will actually have time to get through any of the tests. That may come tomorrow, and if that's the case, then I won't post anything. I won't be able to post anything until tomorrow after 8th hour once I can take pictures of their data. The Burette test, we're going to add 20 drops of each food molecule solution to their respective test tubes. Then you're going to add 3 drops of this Burette test solution. We're going to observe and record the results in our table. So we want to make sure this table is large enough that we can actually, I don't know yet, and I'm not going to tell you guys if you're going to have to write a lot or not. So you might give yourself enough room if you need to write down stuff in there. Lugol's, you're going to do the same thing, add 20 drops of each food molecule solution, then you're going to add 1 or 2 drops of Lugol's, and then you're going to observe and record results in your table. I'm not telling them, like I have not told them yet what these tests mean. They're going to have to look at all 6 test tubes and try to figure out, what is this telling me? Now your distilled water, I'm going to ask them at the beginning of class today, does water have carbs in it? Does it have protein? Does it have lipids? And the answer is no. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys that, but the answer is no. So all of these tests should be negative on your distilled water. So really we can look at water and be like, this is what a negative looks like. What do the rest of them look like? All right, so Then Benedict's, this one's a little bit trickier. You're going to add 10 drops of each food molecule. You're going to add 10 drops of Benedict's. Then you have to put it in a hot water bath for 5 minutes. Then we'll observe what's going on. Now, once they do all of these tests, this will probably be mostly on Thursday. Friday's work is going to be answering these questions and getting that done for Monday. All right, so if you guys have any questions at all, let me know. You really can't do too much. You can make your chart. Go ahead and make your chart. But other than that, you can't really do too much until I get what they do posted, and that may not come until tomorrow, 8th hour. So let me know if you have any questions. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.